Wow. Let me show you or tell you how it all started. I know you've seen another video of how the house is going, but on this day, I was meeting with the lead um, Fundi. We were drawing the house, where the house will be, drawing the foundation, trying to figure out everything, and how just been exciting. It's exciting to just see how the dream is coming to life. And if you're planning to build and planning to construct, the first thing that you do is put your finances together, put all the materials that you need, ensure that everything is in place. And for me, I sourced from, like, I got a few numbers of the people who, like, of course, where you can buy the materials from. And having compared like three of them, I got to choose like someone who was willing, was ready to bring the materials, and also who looked familiar with the kind of project that I wanted to do, and also someone who was I don't know how I call it, but more informed. You know, there are people who like deal with a lot of things at the same time. They know where to source this, they know what where to source that, and not necessarily just being locked into one. So I found that to be like broad, and therefore I could ask all my questions, and I started dropping the materials one at a time. I didn't buy everything at once. I started collecting on a monthly basis, on a weekly basis, whichever money that I could get. I drop like one lorry of or 1,000 machine cards, or I put like one lorry of sand, or maybe the foundation stones came just one lot, like one big lorry for that. So on this day, I had put all my materials together. Everything was in place. Uh, and I felt comfortable on starting the project, and I was so excited. So I called the lead, the person who who will lead the entire project. That is like the main fundi or constructor, and we came up with the design. Of course, I had the design. I had printed it out. We sat down, looked at it, and then now, as you can see them, they're now trying to draw, physically draw the how the house would look like. So this is like the very beginning, even before we started the foundation. I know I dropped a video about the foundation and I showed you where each room was, but now this is before the foundation and all that. And because the video is very long, I couldn't talk for all that time, or I couldn't watch them for the entire one hour. I was doing other things. I was still going to see my goats. I was on the farm looking at my, what is it called, the farm and everything else. I was excited. Everything was all over. So I would just go look at what they have drawn, come back, take a cup of tea. My mom was there. We even had uji. So there was a lot of activities going on. At the same time, I was buying things from the hardware. So those things were being dropped. I was all over the place. But it's just an exciting day to just see how a project can come to life. And over the weeks and over the few, this is like the few, let me call it weeks, because now we are not even a full month. So I started the house on the 13th. So actually this is the 13th of September 2025, and I finished. Oh God, I know I'll be crucified by that, but yeah. She's a community member. So I started this project on the 13th, and today is the 4th of October when I'm able to do a voice note on this video. So a lot has gone on, and I've shown you a lot. Actually, the house is almost complete, and that's like a few weeks after I started it, because it's not yet a month. A month will be next week. A lot has happened, and the house is almost complete. We are almost actually doing the roof inside of it, but I felt that I needed to show you where it all started, where we all everything all started, and just to keep this, because it's a very exciting project for myself, just to keep it somewhere. You know how you take videos of something and then you lose them? At least when you put them on YouTube, one, you earn money, number two, they are there forever. So even the generation that will come after me, they will be able to see what I did on this day and enjoy everything that I did on this day. So and I know you know why I'm laughing, but yeah, I'm just happy. Let's leave it at that. I'm very happy that I'm able to accomplish what I've accomplished today. So this is the first lot of the things that I got just before the house was being done. So remember that I bought the materials. The materials means the sand, the maram, the concrete, the bricks, and the foundation stones. That's the like that those are materials that you can buy on a monthly basis and keep, because they can't be destroyed, they can't go bad and all that. But now on this day I was buying now the cement. Don't buy like cement to keep, because when it becomes stone you will not use it again. So I brought in the cement the day that I was beginning to construct, and I didn't buy like the entire lot, because of course I do not have money to run all these projects. I'm doing it bits by bit. So I paid with the amount of small money that I had. I paid for the cement. I think I got, is it 50 bags? 50 bags before, for the start, and then I kept on adding. Remember that when you're constructing, there's always an hardware shop around you. So you don't need like to bring all the materials to the farm, and more so when you do not even have the place to keep them. Remember, I have a small house, so I didn't even know where to keep them. You can pay a deposit at the hardware, and then you have like good relationship with them, and they'll be able to invoice you and deduct whatever amount that you've paid up front, and you'll be able to get your materials. So on this day I got the cement, the metal for support, and everything that I needed when I'm starting off the construction. Remember that I have not yet roofed the house, so I've not even bought the roofing materials. I've not bought the iron sheets, because you divide the project in pieces. You don't need to incur all the money at once. You plan, purchase, then do. So on this day, which today is the 4th of October, this weekend is when I'm buying the roofing material. That is 4 weeks, almost 4 weeks after I started the construction. And I've now planned on like putting up a deposit, talking to the right people about the iron sheets that I need, and I'll be able to carry you along that project. But yeah, sometimes projects are exciting, and sometimes they consume a lot of money, they consume a lot of time. I've been so busy, and then because I also work and I'm not at the farm all the time, I've missed a lot of what is happening. But remember that I bought a CCTV, so I'm able to watch from wherever I am, and I can be able to just see what is happening. But of course I feel like I've missed out on the project, but definitely there are other projects that will come that are exciting also, and maybe the projects that I will do when I'm on leave, or maybe when I'm fully at the farm. So this is just, and I couldn't tell the constructor that I'm not ready to start the building. And also building takes like a few months. It can take like 2 months at most, and I didn't have like 2 straight months that I can just not work. You understand? Like, because I have another city life. So given that I got someone who knew how to handle the project, who was experienced, so I'm not bringing in my expertise or anything onto the project because they already know. And given that this person is able to work on their own with minimal supervision, and maybe just me alerting them, like, what have you done today, what are you doing tomorrow, and just keeping tab of each and every activity, and also getting someone else to just look. My mom is around. Sometimes she comes in on a day, she takes pictures, she gives me the progress. Even if I'm so far away, I am able to just also be at the farm, even not when you're not on the farm. You get me? But so far so good. Of course, I'm learning my lessons, but I felt that this was the right time to do it because we have the December rains coming up. So that's why we are roofing before the rains. And also just being able to have a house in 2026, and more so beginning of 2026, makes more sense for me right now to do the project even in my absence, so that at least I can have something in January. Remember that I would like to have more days at the farm, and for me to have more days at the farm, I have to have somewhere where I can call home, somewhere where I can just lay my head, and somewhere where I can be able to even receive visitors on the weekends. So this is an exciting project. Yes, I know I've lost it. I wasn't there, but again, it is paving way for the bigger picture of how 2026 will roll out. We have a website which I'm going to launch mostly in December, because I know December will be home. I'll be able to launch the website. It's already launched, but I'll be able to have the financial aspect where you can book farm visit. I know people have asked for farm visits, and I'm not able to do that at the moment, but I will bring that in 2026. So at least you'll go to the website, you'll book a day on the website, and mostly it will be weekends. So I'll be able to just lock the calendars so that you don't book something and I'm not there. So we will have like weekend visits. You'll be able to pay up for your weekend visit. And when you pay up for the weekend visit, you'll be able to come to the farm and see what I am doing at the farm. So yeah, that is something that will come up in 2026. Now see what I was filming. What is this that I'm filming? Really? Anyway, so we are back into the house, and this is how they are constructing it. I'm so excited. Sometimes you know how you get excited and then you don't even know what to say. I am so excited. The project is coming to life, and remember that it is a project that I was dreaming about, or I planned it in 2021. It didn't happen in 2021 because, of course, life happens. I didn't even have the finances to start. I didn't even have a job to start. But along the way, God has been faithful, and here we are. Me just having that house, it's like a huge dream come true. And I'm in a place in my life right now where I can see that, yes, I've done that, and yes, I've done that, and yes, that's mine. And when I look back, some of these things were just dreams, but I used to write them down, and I knew that a day will come that it's going to happen, even if it takes a while. And it has taken a while, but I'm happy with where we are right now. So this is just us drawing the plan on the ground so that now the foundation can begin. And when you leave this video, if you've watched this video up to this far, please make sure that you watch the foundation, how the rooms are subdivided, and what the fundis did with the foundation. And let me know, are you constructing, are you do you have land where you can where you can construct your own house, or are you planning for such a project, or do you have a house already? What are some of the things that I can learn from you? Maybe on the comment section you can tell me. Or what are some of the things that you'd like me to discuss? Any challenges that you'd like me to discuss when I was starting all this? Or are you okay? Are you giving me some guidance? What should I do? And all that. And I'm very grateful. So I'm going to leave you with some of maybe the how everything was rolling out, and you'll let me know if yeah. It was such a busy day, so I also had to do some work. Sometimes it's so hard, and I think being at at the city working on my laptop has made me so lazy. Sometimes when you come to the farm, you have to, keep fit and try to help as much as you can so that you can reduce some of these weights. And that's why maybe disappearing from all the noise and disappearing from, sorry, from just sitting and being lazy when you're not, of course you're not lazy when you're working, but sitting in one place and not like using your energy. You see, this looks like green, yeah, looks like my brand. So yeah, I was excited. I don't know, the hardware felt that I needed the green ones, which is awesome. Actually, I didn't choose the color, but the lady at the hardware, she's so good. So yeah, she gave me those. Sorry. Yeah, so sometimes when I'm on the farm, I'm on my true self. I'm able to do a few things by myself. I'm able to dig, I'm able to garden. And then when you go back, you feel refreshed, you feel you've lost a few weeks weight. I'm telling you, it's been 2 weeks. That's a story for another day, but yeah. I've added so much weight. I need to go back and and dig 1 acre of vegetables, because yeah, it's not easy. So we finished putting everything at the store. Everything is looking nice. We have all our cement, and that is petrol. That's for running our generator. So everything is so good, well arranged. The project is starting. The cement is in there, just waiting for the constructors to come and do the right thing. But it feels so nice, accomplished, ready. And when you have the resources in place, then the construction goes on very fast. I constructed that house within 20 days or so, from start to finish, because the resources were there and everything was in there. The money, the finances, and all that. And it's not that I put up a lot of money, it's only that I did my calculations well, and I was able to run the project quickly. But if you're not yet there, I would say that you take at least a few more months, put in all the money together in one pot, so that when you start off, you have like a good run, like a good quick start, and then you stop, and then another quick start, and then you stop. So that's how I arranged. And when you're constructing the house, I found that you buy all the materials, that is the building materials, not the roofing and all that. And then when you have like the foundation, you can stop at the foundation, then begin the wall, then finish the wall, stop, and then look for the money for the roof and the iron sheets, and then you come and complete the entire structure, put on doors, and stop again, and then now look for money for finishing. So that's how I've arranged the project. Right now we are going to roof it and stop and then look for more money, and then do the finishing, maybe one room at a time, because of course I don't have money to do the entire place. And if you're watching this video and you're feeling blessed and you'd like to just donate some cash to run the project and to run Mbuvi Farm, please click on that $ button, whichever day that you're viewing this, because the farm will keep on having several projects. But if you're feeling blessed and you're feeling happy that you'd like to just support Mbuvi Farm as a donation, please click on the notification, or not on the notification, on the $ and share a little of your finances that can help us run this farm. And on this day we also had electricity connection from the small place, that is the servant's house, onto the store, because remember the store has all the pumping, all the machines that run the farm, that is the generator, not the generator, actually it's a generator, but it's a fuel pump generator. Then we have the pump for the borehole, we have the pump for the well. They are all on that store that we've seen where we have our cement, and they are also connected to the solar, but we needed like electricity on that side. And therefore this is just the, what is it called, it's it's the pipe that runs down, you know, these wires that can be down at the my brain is all over. We dug a tunnel, we put the wire, the earth wire for the electricity, passed the electricity through it, and connected the two houses. So yeah, and this is just me covering that place, so that, you know, for security reasons, and also because you have to cover the wire for it to go down. And now that I've talked about it, now this is how people do step on the live wire and get electrocuted by lightning. But I think we've done it well, so I will not be afraid about that. So yeah, as hot as it was, I was just down there trying to help as much as I can to ensure that that is done. So I'm going to leave you with that, because I did a little bit of exercise. You can just watch me do the little bit of exercise before we move on to the rest. So after doing and being tired because my back is a mess, I was so tired, so I came to sit down. And then that is some of the materials that haven't been stored yet. So we are going to pull that and make sure that we've stored them nicely. And by the way, in my other video, I will show you how that house, those two small houses, how I've been able to renovate them. Soon I will be living, or I will be sleeping there as I finish the main house. We shall do the renovations together, but at least right now I have somewhere I can call home, and I have somewhere I can lock myself in the evening and just, take a rest, because as we try to complete the house. Yeah, so please just watch the materials, and then we will be able to check on the goods. And this is the gate, by the way. If you I hope you've seen the gate. So this is the gate, and we constructed and finished the gate. I have posted a video about the gate. You can just go check how our gate came up and what we were able to do on that project. So this is before even installing the gate. So a lot has happened before this video. I think the video was too long, so I got lazy in not lazy, I don't know, a lot of activities, a lot of, so I wasn't able to do, and because it's too long. And that's why I've started now bringing short, short options. But this is just too long. Anyway, not complaining, but I hope you're just following up with the journey. And if you're doing so, please like this video, put a comment, tell me why you're following and why you like these stories, and what I can do to maybe do more and encourage you more. So yeah. Finally, the goats are outside because they have to go for the feeds, and we are also going to use the one part of the goat house to just store some of these things, because that's where our dog is. And we want them to be secure. So yeah, so we are going out to graze, and also finishing taking up the materials onto the store, the things that were too heavy for us to carry. At least we are having a second hand of helping us do that. So yeah, it's been a success. Everything is coming in together, and we are liking it so far. Thank you so much for joining us on this video. Thank you so much for following Bovie Farm and also being on our village homestead. And I will be able to show you many videos, upcoming videos and upcoming projects that we are doing at the farm. This is our solar system. If you want more information about it, let me know and I'll be able to just guide you on how we connected it and what it is doing so far. Thank you so much for being here. If you have or you if you are blessed and have the potential of just uh, helping us out with some finances, you can click on the $ button and join, or maybe join our membership, and we'll be very grateful. We thank you. I thank you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.